dribble, puts it up. Oh, this is extraordinary.
In the Paris Olympics final, secured the gold for the team. Steph Curry and LeBron James lit up the court for the Dream Team as the USA defeated France on French soil in the Olympics 98-87 to win the men's basketball tournament for the 5th time in a row. But for France, it would seem history was doomed to repeat itself as they fell short of ultimate Olympic glory. Again, you can point the French shortcomings to the brilliance of one man, Steph Curry. When the clutch moments came, Steph was on fire. Today's video will share the US dominance of men's basketball and Steph Curry's clutch performance. Curry led the team to victory in the final with 24 points, while Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, the first 4-time men's gold medalist in Olympic basketball history, scored 15. And LeBron James, who earned his 4th Olympic medal and 3rd gold, scored 14 while donning glittering gold shoes. Golden shoes for the Olympics gold? Say less, King James. Victor Wembanyama excelled for France in his maiden Olympic final, tallying 26 points while Guerschon Yabusele scored 20. Unfortunately, the outcome for France was the same as in the Olympic gold game in Tokyo 3 years prior. France was determined not to back down on their home court after losing the Tokyo final to the United States 87-82 3 years prior. This time, the French suffered a slightly more heartbreaking defeat because they played on the home court in front of their home country. James, the Los Angeles Lakers veteran superstar, started the game with a dunk before assisting his teammates, setting up Booker with a no-look pass. Throughout most of the first half, France maintained a close score. It got under Durant and Booker's skin in 2 confrontations through Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs, the 2023 #1 NBA lottery pick, and Yabusele. However, in the second quarter, the United States started to pull away as legendary Golden State Warriors player Stephen Curry, whose 36 points helped them defeat Nikola Jokic's Serbia in a close semifinal, began to find his range beyond the arc. Just before the half, Drew Holiday added another 3-pointer to make the score 49-41. Early in the second half, Curry's corner 3-pointer gave the United States a 56-43 lead. This is the United States' 5th gold medal in a row and their 17th overall in their 20 games participation. And it will not be the first time the United States decimates their opponents in a brutal show of superior firepower. The USA had a strong start in the group stages, with standout performances across their roster. They opened the tournament with a commanding win over Greece. Steph Curry ran the show with his shooting display and incredible range, hitting several critical 3-pointers that thwarted any potential Greek comeback. His ability to score from deep proved to be a decisive factor, putting the game out of reach for Greece. LeBron James was also the leader. His defensive efforts, combined with his bulldozing offense, were crucial in carving open the Greek team. LeBron's all-around game, including his timely assists and key rebounds, helped the USA maintain their momentum throughout the match. Durant's scoring, particularly in the mid-range, and Davis's defensively and offensively dominance in the paint tightened the USA's control over the game. It was a great start to the tournament, followed by a dominant 103-86 victory against South Sudan, where Bam Adebayo led the charge with 18 points. The team's cohesion and depth were evident as key players like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Anthony Edwards consistently contributed, ensuring that the USA finished the group stage undefeated. In their final group stage match, the USA faced Brazil. Despite Brazil's efforts, the Americans secured a 92-75 win, showcasing their defensive prowess and offensive versatility, and continued to demonstrate why they were the favorites for gold. The USA faced a tough challenge from Spain in the quarterfinals, but their depth and experience shone through in a hard-fought 89-81 victory. LeBron James was crucial in this game, providing leadership and critical plays in crunch time. The semifinals saw the USA take on a determined Canadian team. This game tested resilience, as Canada pushed the Americans to the limit. However, the USA pulled through with a 98-91 win, partly thanks to Devin Booker's sharp shooting and Jason Tatum's all-around solid performance. In the final at Paris 2024, France continued to fight in front of President Emmanuel Macron, cutting the deficit to 65-59 on a 3-pointer by Evan Fournier late in the third quarter. However, King James answered back, extending his scoring to double digits. In a challenging fourth quarter, France did not give up, and with fewer than 3 minutes remaining, a basket by Wembanyama brought the score down to 82-79 after 8 consecutive points. Curry scored 2 3-pointers in the dying minutes of the game. As if that weren't enough, he added one more with roughly 30 seconds remaining, completing the go-to-sleep gesture by putting his hands together on the side of his face. The night-night celebration as the French would have to settle for silver. After the United States had taken a 93-84 lead, he yelled and shook his jersey so that everyone could see the word USA across the front.
Those last 2.5 minutes were special. The guys were hyping me up. We had confidence in what we were trying to do. And I was just really present in the moment and enjoying myself. We always say you do what the game calls for and then what you kind of feel in the flow. Like the first 4 games, I had decent looks. They weren't falling, but they were in the rhythm of the offense for the most part. Coach reminded me at a certain point early, like the game will come to you if you allow it. And even if I was missing shots, like just stay engaged. And that kind of fed into being locked in for these last 2 games because the game called for me to, get shots up and knock them down. Serbia game just to kind of keep us afloat until we could get over the hump, and then tonight obviously to close it down. But you just stay confident, stay present, and don't get rattled by the moment. And we've all been in those type of scenarios before where you kind of just have to meet the moment by, again, just staying confident, looking for your shot, whatever it is. And there's a lot of faith just living and dying with shots that you think you should take. And
in an incredible run at the Paris Olympics, we've had standout players from the United States, but ultimately Steph Curry will be the man of the moment.
Steph earned this the last few weeks. The last couple weeks, he every day, the work ethic. And I tell people all the time, when Kevin was with our team, my favorite part of practice with the Warriors was after practice, watching these two work. And it's not an accident that they're able to do what they do down the stretch of games. The work, just watching these two guys day after day after day.
If you enjoyed this video, check out the next one. Stay tuned.